Hey everyone, how's it going? For today's video, I'm going to show you how to do a Godzilla vs. Kong face-off, where they're both kind of staring each other down, getting ready to fight. So I hope you guys follow along and enjoy this video today. Now, before we get started with this drawing, this is something that I had to sketch out because I actually drew this a long time ago. I actually had this all ready when I was doing my Godzilla vs. Kong series the week before the movie came out. So I actually had this drawing all done, ready to go, but of course I forgot to hit the record button when I started drawing it, and this one turned out really good, I thought. So I wanted to redraw this. So I sketched this one out again just so I can make sure it would look just as good as the original, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this kind of Godzilla vs. Kong standoff. Now, to start off with this, let's go ahead and begin with Kong first. So I'm going to start on the left side of my paper, and I'm going to begin with his face. I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to make a little check mark shape that's just going to go down, and that's going to come over to here. Then right here, I'm going to make a little line that's going to go down and then up for the eye. Right here, I'm going to make a little line that's going to curve up. And a little line is just going to come up and over here for the other eyebrow. Right here, I'm going to make a line that's going to go over and then up for the eye. I'll make a little line down on each side, maybe two of them over here. Starting right here, I'm going to make a line that's going to go up. It's going to come down like this. And then we're going to go up and then down here to kind of form that eyebrow ridge. Starting here, we're going to make a line that's going to come up. And it's going to come down to start the nose. Then we're going to make a little line that's going to go up, and it's going to come around here. Right here, we're going to make a line that's going to go up, it's going to come down, and then back over to here. Right here, we're going to make a line that's going to go down to form the side of the mouth. And then a little line that's going to go down like this to form the lip. Next, I'm going to make a line that's going to come across here. The little line's going to go up and over. And a little line's going to come down here to form the mouth. Right here, we're going to make a little line that's going to come up and down for his tooth. And a little line that's just going to come up and down here just a little bit, show that his mouth is kind of open. Right here, I'm going to make a line that's going to go down and over. And another one that's going to go down and then over here. Now back up here, we're going to make a line that's going to go out and then in, form part of his face. And another one that's going to come down here. Over here, we'll go out and then in to form this part. A little line right here to kind of form his nose. Now up here, we're just going to make a little line that's going to come up. We're going to make it a little pointy up here. And we're just going to go down like this. Right over here, we're going to make a line that's going to go up. It's going to come down and curve around for an ear. With kind of like a little squiggly line in here to form the inside. Right over here, I'm going to make a little line that's just going to come down. Make a little line that's going to come down, and we're going to make it just kind of pointed as it comes across here to kind of form his beard. Right here, I'm just going to make another little line that comes down to form a shoulder. And we'll draw a little line that's just going to come down here. Form the top of his arm. Next, we're just going to make a little line that's going to curve to here. I'll make a little line that's going to come down. And then another line that's going to come down, and then it's going to curve in just a little bit. Starting here, I'm going to make a line that's going to come out, and then it's going to go in for his chest. And the little line's going to go out and then in for his stomach. Starting here, we're going to make a line that's going to come down here, form the other part of his chest. We'll make another line that's going to go down and over. One more here, and then one more right here. We'll make a little line coming down with a couple more down here. Then we'll add a couple little lines across here just to kind of show where his stomach muscles are. Right here, we're just going to make a line that's going to go in and then down here to form show kind of where his back is going to be. Now out here, I'm going to draw a little line that's going to come down and then in. Then I'll make another little line that's going to come down here, form his arm. Now to make his hand, I'm going to make a line that's going to go up. It's going to come around and up like this. Make a line that's going to go up, down, and then back here. And then one more here. Make one right here, and then we'll just curve a couple here for his other fingers. Make a line that's going to come up and in, and then a little line right up here to the body. So now let's just add a few details onto Kong here. I'm going to add just a couple little lines kind of by his face. I'm going to add a couple quick little lines up here to kind of show where some of his hair is. We'll just add a couple quick small lines on here, like by his arms and up here. Nothing too much, because when we color this we won't see much of this, but we'll just add a few of them. We'll do a little line here, and a couple little lines kind of right along here just to show where his beard is. Maybe a couple quick lines here. Then I like to add just a couple quick broken lines onto different parts here to show there's a little bit of texture. We can do some little lines on the back. And we can even do some on the arms up here. Maybe a couple little wrinkle lines on the fingers, maybe a fingernail. Just something simple like this. Okay, now that we have Kong done, we want to begin with Godzilla. So I'm going to start over here with Godzilla, and we're going to begin with his eye. So we're going to kind of have him be a little bit taller than Kong, and I'm going to line up the eye up here. So it's almost going to line up with just a little bit under the top of his head. So we'll start here, and we'll make a little check mark shape that goes down and then comes back. We'll draw a low line that goes over and then up like this to form the eye. Add a couple quick little lines underneath. Right here I'm going to make a line that's going to go up. It's going to come up to here, and then it's going to go down. Then right here we're going to make a line that's going to go out, and then it's going to come down to form his nose. Make a little line that's going to go over and then up and down. Then we're just going to come down to here to form his mouth. Then I'll make a little line that's going to go down and then up. We'll add some teeth. I'm going to add some teeth right along the top here, and then some more across the bottom. A little curved line right here. Then for the tongue, we're going to make a line that's going to go down, it's going to come to a point, and then back to make it look like he's kind of roaring at Kong. Make a little curved line right here for the nose. And then I'm going to make a nice long line that comes back here. Then we're just going to add a couple quick little lines coming back here, show some of that detail by his eye. Now starting back here, let's make a line that's going to go down, and then it's going to come straight down. We'll do another one here where it's going to go over and down. One more here, one right here, and then one right to the edge. Just show some kind of nice texture on him. Then starting here, let's make a line that's going to go up to here for his jaw. Over here, I'm going to add a little line that's going to go up, and we'll add another one here, and a couple more just to show like some little wrinkles on Godzilla's neck. And then we'll do a couple more over here. Right here, I'm going to make a line that's going to go down and then in to form his chest. And another one right here, it's going to go down and in. One more here, it's going to go down and then in. And then we'll start right here with a line that's going to go right off to the bottom of our paper for the leg. Connect this line down a little bit more, and we'll make another line right here for his other leg. Right about here on his neck, we're going to make a line that's going to come down for part of his arm. Then we'll go down a little bit more. We'll make a line that's going to come down to a point and up. And another one that's going to go down and then up here. Then we'll make a line that's going to come down. It's going to come to a point and back up. And then another one's going to come up to here. Starting here, I'm going to make a line that's going to curve around here to make the arm. It's going to go right off the paper. Then we'll make another one here. We're going to make it come down. It's going to come to a point and back. One more here to a point and back. And then one more that comes to a point and then back up here. Now I want to add the spikes on here, or his dorsal fins. So we're just going to make a couple kind of pointed zigzag lines on here. We're just going to kind of angle these up and make the middle one kind of like the pointiest. Then when I get to here, I'm going to make these kind of come up and down, and they're going to kind of go opposite directions as they come up. So here's our basic Godzilla shape. Now what we want to do is come in here and add some of the different details. So let's start on the face. I'm just going to add a couple little broken lines up here. Maybe another line or two down here. Little line here, maybe a couple little broken lines along the top and bottom just to kind of show where his lips are. Maybe a couple little quick lines right around here. And a couple more up here. I want to make some nice broken lines coming down here. And a nice little broken line down here as well. Maybe a few more lines. I want to draw a line that's going to go down and then in to kind of show where the other part of his chest is. A little line here. And we'll make another nice line down here to show some more detail. I'm going to add just a couple of quick little lines on here. We'll add a few more broken lines. I just like to add a lot of these different ones in here, just add them kind of right around the body. Maybe add a couple lines here to show some wrinkles on there. We'll add some curved lines on here to show some of the claws. And then we'll add just a few little lines on here just to show some wrinkles where the claws are. We're going to add just a few broken lines right along the hands here. Just show some detail. A couple along the bottom part too. And a few more lines coming up here. We'll add a couple lines coming right off here. A few more little lines over here. And you can just kind of add lines wherever you want to. There's no right or wrong way. We're going to add a couple more here with a couple lines coming up here to show where his hand is. We'll add a couple lines here, and I'm just going to make some little lines to show where the legs are. We'll make some more little lines coming up and down. Make a little line that goes out and then comes back up here. Maybe a little line up here by his eye. Then we'll add just a few small lines onto his spikes here. But there you go, there is your drawing of a little kind of Kong versus Godzilla standoff. Like I said, I really wanted to have this one ready a long time ago, but silly me forgot to hit the recording button, which actually happens quite a bit. And it was kind of sad that it happened on such a big drawing. But there you go, I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. I think it turned out pretty cool, definitely one of my favorites. I think Godzilla turned out really good, and I really like Kong's look as well. But there you go. I'm going to fast forward and start coloring this. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.